Hello everyone, it's Stephanie, your CSA coach, and it is week 14B of our CSA shares. A couple of quick announcements. We have an insect ID event on Thursday from 1 to 5 at the farm, and that's a free event. We have a sunset snip and sip this Sunday from 6 to 8. There's different opportunities to get involved with that event. You do have to RSVP. Just for general admission, it's $35. So that's Sunday, and then the insect event is Thursday. And we also have bulk plum tomatoes for sale. 5-pound bags are $12 and 25-pound boxes are $35 each. The bags are available at the farm when we pick up. The boxes do have to be pre-ordered. All right, so we're gonna jump right into what we have this week in our share. I don't really think we have many new items, so it's all repeats from previous shares. 2 U-picks. We had our ground cherries. So the ground cherries come with husks on them. We store them with the husks on if possible. And then we're gonna put them in the fridge. You can put them in the fridge or store them on the counter. Peel the husks off when you go to use them. You can bake with them, you can just eat them like this, you can throw them on salads, you can just use them as a snack. All different options. There's tons of stuff on the blog. We also have cherry tomatoes. You can come with me. We also have cherry tomatoes you pick. These, we got to pick a quart. Sorry, I had my nephew. Come here, baby. This is my nephew. He's gonna be our guest. He just woke up from his nap. All right, so we also have you pick cherry tomatoes. We got a quart of those. Those get stored on the counter. You can eat them raw, you can roast them, you can freeze them, so you can throw them on a sheet pan and freeze them just the way they are after you wash them, so that to preserve them. You can also put them on like skewers and grill them. So those are our cherry tomatoes, and you helped me pick them today, huh? We also have red tomatoes. So our red tomatoes are beefsteak tomatoes. These get stored on the counter. Best at room temperature. Once you slice them, if you don't finish the tomato, then throw them in the fridge, but use them within a day or two. These are best for slicing tomatoes. So we're gonna use them on sandwiches tonight, BLTs, tomato salad, on top of burgers. You can chop them up and make salsas or pico de gallos. Or you can roast them and make sauce. So really good for like a tomato sauce or pasta sauce, or also really good roasting them and making tomato soup. We got lots of peppers this week. So these are Cubanelle peppers, our sweet peppers, and I think I missed my jalapenos or our hot peppers. They're not in front of me, but we got those as well. All of them get stored in the fridge in the crisper drawer or in a plastic bag. Our Cubanelles and our sweet peppers are really good for just slicing up and serving raw. I have a whole bowl of them ready for dinner tonight for a snack. You can add them to salad. You can roast them, so really good for sheet pan meals. You could do like an onion and pepper and do fajitas, either beef fajitas or chicken fajitas. You can also freeze them. So we've been getting a lot of sweet peppers. You can slice them up and freeze them the way they are, so raw, and then they're great to add to fajitas or stir fries. What else? Things like that, where you're gonna cook them. So if you're taking them out of the freezer, you definitely want to cook them and not serve them raw. You can also turn them into roasted peppers. So that's an option as well. We have so many of them. we got dandelion greens. Our dandelion greens get stored in the fridge in like a Debbie Meyer green bag or a plastic bag. They're really good either raw or cooked. I prefer them cooked. They are a little bit more bitter if you want to try to pull some of that bitterness out. Yeah. All you have to do is soak them in salt water for about 10 minutes and it will help pull some of that bitterness out. Really good, just kind of sauteed with oil, garlic, onion, or you can add like bacon. I know there's a recipe on the blog for dandelion greens with bacon. So that gets stored in the fridge. Jumping back, I forgot to mention the hot peppers. We have, I believe, 3 types of hot peppers this week. We have jalapenos, long hots, and banana peppers. All stored just like our sweet peppers in the fridge, in a crisper drawer, or in the plastic bag, and really good to add spice to any dish. So you can add spice to salsas or to pico de gallos or to like sauces. We've been getting a lot of hot peppers as well. So one thing I do throughout the season is I wash them, slice them up, and throw them in a freezer bag because I love to make like hot pepper honey or spice things up using like cooking down the jalapenos. So, or any of the other hot peppers. So you can preserve them just by throwing them in a plastic bag and freezing them. So that's an option as well because we've been getting a lot of those. Our other thing we got this week was lettuce. So this gets stored in a plastic bag in the fridge. Do not wash it until you're ready to use it. Once you're ready to use it, wash it, chop it up if you're gonna use it for salad or for tacos, or you can actually use the leaves as lettuce leaves, or as like lettuce wraps because they're larger and heartier. Really good to do like a lettuce wrap with a burger instead of a bun. Yes. Once you wash those leaves, if you do not use them all, throw them in a Ziploc bag with paper towels to pull the moisture away, because if the moisture sits on the lettuce, it's going to make the lettuce leaves go bad, so we want to pull the moisture away. We have cucumbers, Kirby cucumbers. These are really good for pickling. They're also really good to serve raw. We love to make cucumber salad with them or just dice them up and put them out for a snack. These get stored in the fridge in the crisper drawer. Great to throw in lunches as well. So the boys will probably start bringing those next week with their lunches. Yeah. We have eggplant. Now, there's various different kinds of eggplant that you might see in your share. Eggplant gets stored in the crisper drawer of your fridge or in a plastic bag, but you want to keep the moisture away. So the best thing to do is wrap this in a paper towel or a cloth to keep to pull the moisture away, because once the moisture sits on it, it will make your eggplant go bad quicker. Eggplant, great grilled, so peel it, slice it up, season it, throw it on the grill, and just do grilled eggplant slices as a side. There's lots of dips. I know there's a few recipes on the blog. I love to fry my eggplant, so I just do a gluten-free breadcrumb. I dip it in, peel it, slice it, dip it in egg, do it in a gluten-free breadcrumb mix, and then do my air fryer, which you could also bake it as well. But we just did that, just served as a side, fried eggplant. And that was really good last week. So we'll probably do something similar this week. We have sweet onions. Sweet onions can be used just like any other onion. They just have slightly different flavor. They are stored in a cool, dry place, away from potatoes. We want to keep them away from potatoes because the potatoes will make them go bad because of the moisture. But these are cured, so cool, dry place for these guys. I like to just slice them up and use them in salads. If I were doing like a big sheet pan meal this week, I'll throw them in that. It's also good to caramelize these guys. And if you have a bunch left over, lettuce. If you have a bunch left over, you can make a soup with these, like an onion soup. That would be good. We have watermelon. Watermelon's best stored in the fridge. There's two options. You will have a red seedless or an orange or yellow seeded. Once cut, you want to cover it in plastic wrap and then store it in the fridge, but these are tiny, so generally we tend to use them all in one sitting, because there's a lot of us in this house. Best as a snack. You can serve them at breakfast, at lunch. I really like to serve it along with like cottage cheese. These are cantaloupe. So we have a various melon, either cantaloupe or honeydew. You could smell these in the car ride home. They smell so sweet and yummy. So we'll probably cut this up tonight as a side or for breakfast tomorrow morning. Same thing as the watermelon, we store it in the fridge. Keep it cold. Best kind of as a snack. You can actually grill watermelon and cantaloupe as well. I just like to serve it as is, not really cooked or seasoned at all. They have so much sweetness and they kind of melt in your mouth. We got corn. Yes. Let's put that over here. So we got 4 ears of corn. Best stored in the fridge just like this. When you're ready to use it, you can either soak it in water and grill it with the husks and everything on, or peel them, boil them. You can actually serve it raw. And what else? You can serve it raw. You can preserve it. So if you're not going to use the ears of corn, peel the husks off, peel the silk off, and take it right off the ear and throw that in the freezer, and you can preserve it. You can roast it. You can use the corn cobs to help make broth, to help season broth. So don't throw out the cobs after you eat the corn. Okay, one more item. We have summer squash, different varieties. These get stored in the fridge, in the crisper drawer, or in a plastic bag. They can be served raw. You can turn them into noodles, which we do a lot of. You can quick blanch those noodles, or you can serve the noodles raw. Great grilled, so sliced. I like to slice them long ways and put them right on the grill with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. And grill them like that. You can put them on skewers, you can put them on sheet pan meals, and you can put them on a tray of roasted vegetables as well. There are lots of recipes on the blog I know there's a zucchini rollatini, there's I think a pickled zucchini or a zucchini relish. So if you're looking for a different, because we've been getting summer squash for a while, if you're looking for some different recipes, turn to the blog for those. And remember, we have 2 events coming up. One Thursday, the Insect ID from 1 to 5. Anyone is welcome to come. And then we also have the Sip and Snip on Sunday from 6 to 8, and that's $35 per person, or per ticket, per general admission. So you do have to RSVP for the Sunday event. And that is it. If you would like to order some bulk plum tomatoes, make sure you reach out to Trisha, especially if you want a box. Great for preserving, great for making sauce, great for making soups, for freezing, and definitely for canning. Even if you want to make some fresh pico de gallo or salsas, the plum tomatoes work well for that as well. All right. If you still have a bunch of stuff left from last week, focus on that first and then work through what you got for this week. Make sure, if you're having any trouble, to check with us. If you're stuck on some vegetables or produce that you still have from last week and you're not sure how to use it, then post in the Facebook group and we will help and guide you to give you some ideas. Or maybe you just kind of want different options for things that you want to switch up. I will see you all again next Tuesday. Thanks. Can you say bye, Dad? Say bye-bye.